Anime has always been known for its unique and complex storytelling, but one of the most powerful emotions it conveys is empathy. I got to thinking about this topic while I was getting together clips for an AMV. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It could be seen in the way anime characters express their emotions and in the relationships they build with each other. Through empathy, anime characters can convey their struggles. They can come to understand one another and even find comfort in their shared experiences. Empathy from anime was something I've always felt, though as a child I didn't know what those feelings were called. Those feelings and emotions brought me closer to the characters and closer to the story, and without those meaningful, emotion-packed moments, I wouldn't stick around. This is something I expect from any good form of media. Connecting to a character is always my end goal when I'm watching something. I want to understand why the character is behaving and making these choices, what happened in their backstory or current arc to make them behave this way. This build-up and exponential release of those emotions are what keep me coming back to anime time and time again. I take breaks, but I always find myself coming back to anime or manga for the stories, the world, and the characters. Sanji's tearful goodbye to the Baratie, Deku telling Todoroki that it's his quirk,
I will reject you. It's yours! Your quirk, not his!
Edward's emotional roller coaster from the despair of losing Alphonse, begging and pleading for someone to help them before coming to the realization that they have to help themselves like they always have, saying screw it and demanding his only brother back, attaching his soul to a suit of armor and giving his arm in exchange.
God, what have I done? Somebody help me! Somebody! Please, Mom! Mom, please! Help! Alphonse! No! This is wrong! This isn't what we wanted! No, damn it! You won't take him too! Give him back! He's my brother! Take my leg! Take my arm! Take my heart! Anything you can have it! Just give it back! It's my little brother! He's all I have left!
When moments with high emotion are portrayed well enough, anyone can feel empathetic towards a situation or character. Backed with amazing animation, good storytelling, and hard-hitting impact frames, what you're left with is the perfect story. The feelings you get from watching an anime are why you keep coming back or never leave at all. One Piece is my favorite. I can go back and watch fights or conversations from years ago that make me empathetic. An example of this from One Piece can be episode 274. Hearing Robin declare to her captain and the rest of the crew that she wants to live, begging them to take her away from here.
Tell me you wanna live! Just this once. And I want to live! Take me with you! Take me away from here!
I believe both VAs did an amazing job on that scene. Sad moments aren't the only times I felt myself empathize with a character. Conversations can too, and you know damn well what I mean. If you want a great example of empathy through conversation, look no further than Konoha's #1 hyperactive knucklehead ninja Naruto. His speeches he gives to his enemy, often referred to as talk no jutsu, sees Naruto empathizing with the enemy. Naruto talking about his goal to become the Hokage, coupled with his reason behind it, made you empathize with him. You knew he was going to reach his goal, but hearing him talk about it and seeing him work towards it hit harder. It always sparked something up in me. It made you feel like you can do anything. When Naruto was sad, that shit hit hard. You can't tell me you don't feel that shit. You remember that swing too, don't lie. I also enjoy those chills I get up my back from hearing voice lines or seeing something unfold, like the announcement of Zoro as the winner of the King versus Zoro fight, or Deku versus Muscular. All of Deku's voice lines in that fight is straight heat for me. Both VAs came in 8. Empathy from anime is something that I'll always look forward to because it helps to immerse me into the story so that the relationship I have with that character isn't just surface level. And the reason I think this works so well for anime is because everyone can have a different experience. Your friends might not watch a certain anime, or maybe they don't know the history of a certain character, which would make scenes that are meant to convey that emotion fall flat. For example, someone who's never seen Demon Slayer isn't going to understand the impact and end result of Muzen's rampage on Tanjiro's family. They won't understand the meaning behind quotes or the weight that they can carry. One such quote that comes to mind from Gurren Lagann, "Believe in the you that believes in me." The buildup and inevitable loss of Ace is a great example of empathy. For those who weren't already aware of the outcome, and possibly for some of you still, Ace's death is something that shattered you because of its buildup, the loss of other lives along with his, as well as the reactions from the characters around us that make us feel what they're feeling. For me, the impact of Ace's death hit me when Luffy broke down to Jinbei. It was hard to watch because Luffy is, for the most part, happy-go-lucky unless you mess with his meat or his friends. But losing Ace was something different. It showed us a different side of Luffy and gave us another glimpse into his character. You, as the viewer, know that Luffy can do anything he sets his mind to, and any setback he has, he learns from. However, the loss of Ace showed us something we haven't seen in Luffy, and that was a lack of faith in himself. Truly at the bottom, believing he had absolutely nothing left without his brother and wanting to give up on life. Seeing him so shattered and broken made you want to stick by him and see his smile return and the inevitable turnaround of his positivity. Anime is capable of conveying all kinds of different emotions to the viewer. Some are so strong that you can be brought to real tears. Stop lying, you cried before. Empathy in anime is something I appreciate and look forward to, thanks to the deeper connection to the story and its characters. Empathy is an important part of what makes anime so special. It's a reminder that we're capable of understanding and connecting with one another. I am Redwater, and that's all for me.